Today's readings invite us to look to the future for the sake of the present. In the book of the prophet Isaiah, God promises to come with healing and blessings. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the crippled will jump, those unable to speak will sing. In our Gospel from Mark, Jesus fulfills this promise. The future is now. Jesus touches the ears and tongue of the man and says, "Be opened." And immediately the man could hear and talk. Today we showcase our children, especially our school children. Our school opened 77 years ago today, September 8th, 1935. Given what many of us know is an opportunity of a lifetime, a Catholic education, today I give thanks that 17 of my 21 years of formal education have taken place in Catholic schools. Today, I want to invite each of us to have our ears opened. Some will say, "My children are grown," or "Neither I nor they ever attended school here." Certainly, I could say the same. Yet, our children are our future and the future of our faith. What we are trying to do is give them adequate space to learn. At present, in addition to using the church classroom full-time, we have 4 additional teachers who have to move from classroom to classroom each period so as to be able to teach. We also have a former convent building that was converted into classrooms that don't meet the educational needs of today's children. You might ask, or may have heard the question asked, why do we need a gymnasium? After all, we've gotten by 77 years without one. Regardless that it was the first thing paid for as a designated gift, like the new learning center, it will serve the whole parish. I see the day when we will have a vital youth ministry program with a place to go above and beyond our present 2-year confirmation program. I see a place where men and women of our parish can get together and play a little basketball or volleyball. And I know that many will appreciate when you get to my age that it's a junior high court and not a full-size court when you have to run back and forth across that court. I see a place that has been designed as an emergency disaster shelter that will serve our whole neighborhood, though I hope that need never arises. I also see an educational building with 11 new right-size classrooms that will also serve our CCD students and include 2 music rooms that will be used as practice space for all of our church choirs and music groups. I see a new media center that will bring all of the latest forms of educational opportunity to our children. Most importantly, I see the first signs of new buildings on our campus since this very church building was built in 1958. While your ears have been open, you are probably asking, how much is this going to cost? And how much has already been committed? 77% of our school families have already pledged for the next 3 to 5 years or made gifts. At present, with significant gifts from foundations, We have $18.7 million of the $25 million we need committed. 25 million, you say? These buildings are going to cost $25 million? No, more like $21 million, and as required now by the Archdiocese, we need to raise $4 million for an endowment that will take care of all of the major capital improvements to these buildings for the next 40 years. So, is it my responsibility? Well, yes, it's all of our responsibility to pass on the gift of faith that each of us have received in baptism. One of the best ways we do that is to educate our young people so that they will be a force of faith in the world for 77 more years and beyond. What do I ask of you? Nothing more than I myself am willing to do. I have already pledged and have made payments now for 2 years. What I ask is for each of us to consider a sacrificial gift over and above our regular church offering for the next 3 to 5 years. What is sacrificial? Well, that's different for each of us. For some, it might mean 2 lattes a week for the next 3 to 5 years. For others, it might mean postponing the purchase of a new car or SUV for a few years. How do you hear God's call as your ears are opened? My hope is that each of us will realize the many blessings that we have received and that we will make these available to our children for years to come. While many Catholic schools are closing, ours is flourishing. 77 years of Catholic education is our history, 46 years of which Sister Stella has served us as our principal. Let us prepare for at least 77 more years of the best quality Catholic education that we, as St. Paul's, can provide.